No matter how careful you might be, chances are your dog will pick up a tick if they spend any time outdoors. Ticks are stubborn parasites commonly found in long grass and woodland areas. They latch on as your dog passes by, and once they've attached, they can be difficult to remove. Today, we'll tell you how to remove a tick from your dog. Number 12. How do I know if my dog has a tick? After feeding, ticks are big enough to spot and feel like a small bump on your pet's skin. Run your hands over your dog's body when they get back from a walk to check for them. They tend to attach themselves to areas around a dog's head, neck, ear, and feet. Ticks don't fly or jump, but climb or drop onto your dog's coat when they brush past them. Number 11. Gather your supplies. The first thing you need to start the tick removal process is a tick removal tool specifically designed to help you safely remove ticks from your dog in one piece. You may also use tweezers with a pointed end if you don't have a tick removal tool. You should also wear a set of gloves to protect your hands during the process. Always wear gloves when dealing with ticks. The ticks found on your dog are very effective disease carriers, and some of these diseases can also affect you and your family. Finally, have a pet-friendly antiseptic, disinfectant, and a sealed container handy to dispose of the tick after you remove it. Number 10. Keep your dog calm and relaxed. Your dog needs to be calm when you remove the tick. The best way to keep your dog calm is for you to remain calm yourself. Unfortunately, any unusual prodding and poking tends to make dogs uneasy or nervous. It's best to have another person assist you by gently holding your dog and keeping them relaxed. Only try to remove ticks from your dog when they are calm and lying down. Wait until your dog is still enough for you to get a good grasp of the tick with the removal tool. If you try to pull it out quickly, you risk leaving the tick's head stuck in your dog, which can increase the risk of infection. It will be easier to remove the tick in one piece if your dog is still. A bone or treat may help keep them occupied while you work to remove the tick. Number 9. Expose the tick. Put on your gloves and use water or rubbing alcohol to flatten your dog's hair around the tick. Gently part your dog's fur around the tick and keep it flat with one hand, leaving your other hand free to pull the tick out. Take your time with this step to successfully remove the tick. Since it has already latched onto your dog, it will stay in place and may not move around after you expose it. Ticks bury their head into your dog's skin, so their abdomen is the only visible part. So be careful not to leave the head embedded when removing the tick. Number 8. Use a tick removal tool to pull the tick from your dog. Many household tweezers have large blunt tips. When removing a tick, it's best to use tweezers with a fine point. This makes it easier to grasp the tick close to the skin and avoid tearing the tick and spreading possible infections into the bite area. Spread your dog's fur and grasp the tick as close to the skin as possible while taking care not to pinch their skin. Twist the tick in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction and pull the tick up away from the animal's skin. Inspect the area after removing to ensure the head and mouth parts are removed. If not, take your dog to your local veterinarian to remove what's left in their skin. A tick hook is shaped to get under the parasite's body and pull it out in one motion without squeezing. Squeezing the tick could push bacteria-rich tick saliva into the bite wound. These tools can be bought from your local vet office, as well as some supermarkets and online retailers. Follow the instructions on your tick removal tool to remove the tick. The general process is usually slowly slide the tool underneath the tick, pinch and pull gently, move steadily and straight upward to remove the tick. Regular tweezers are not generally recommended for tick removal, as these are more likely to crush the tick or leave the tick head embedded in your dog. Number 7, check for other ticks on your dog. After you have removed the tick, there's a good chance there will be another one on your dog's body, so be sure to check the coat thoroughly. Also check their feet, foot pads, and ears, as ticks often frequent these areas. Number 6, dispose of the tick. After you remove the tick, take a picture of it and then place it in a lidded jar or sealable container with alcohol. Close the lid and throw it away. Another option is to tape the tick to a piece of paper, which will dry out the tick, effectively killing it. Number 5, reward your dog and monitor them. Praise your dog for being good and give them a treat as a reward. Make sure to keep a close eye on them over the next few days and be on the lookout for any strange symptoms, including fatigue and reluctance to move, weakness standing, jumping or walking upstairs, heavy or noisy breathing, panting and grunting, wobbly legs, especially in the back, paralysis throughout trunk, upper extremities and head, loss of appetite, coughing, vomiting, heavy salivation, collapse. If your dog displays any of these symptoms, it may be a sign of tick paralysis. Don't delay if your dog is experiencing any of these signs or symptoms. Bring them into an emergency veterinary services for prompt professional treatment. Monitor your dog for any changes in behavior over the weeks or months following tick removal. Number 4, what to do if the tick's head is stuck in your dog's skin. It's not uncommon for the tick's head or mouth parts to break off as you remove it. If this happens and you can still see and grasp the embedded tick parts, you can try to pull the remaining parts out of your dog's skin. If you're unsuccessful or can't get a good grasp, you have 2 options. Leave the area alone and let your dog's body work the mouth parts out on its own, or make an appointment with your vet. No matter which option you choose, avoid poking or prodding at the embedded tick parts. Doing so can both be painful for your dog and push the tick further into your dog's skin. Number 3, clean up and aftercare. Drop the tick into isopropyl alcohol and note the date you found the tick. If your pet begins displaying symptoms of a tick-borne illness, your veterinarian may want to identify or test it. Some symptoms include arthritis or lameness that lasts for 3 or 4 days, reluctance to move, swollen joints, fever, fatigue, swollen lymph nodes, loss of appetite, and neurological problems. Wash your hands, clean your pet's wound with antiseptic, and make sure to clean your tweezers with isopropyl alcohol. Keep an eye on the area where the tick was to see if an infection surfaces. If the skin remains irritated or infected, make an appointment with your veterinarian. Number 2, prevent future bites. If you or your companion animals spend any time outdoors, you should routinely check for ticks. Ticks transfer between hosts, so it is important to check all family members after outdoor activities in wooded, leafy, or grassy areas. Comb your pet regularly with a flea comb. Vacuum frequently and dispose of the bags immediately after use. Mow areas of the lawn where your dog spends time. Wash pet bedding weekly and wash your pet with a pesticide-free pet shampoo. In addition, to protect cats from fleas and ticks, as well as a host of other outdoor hazards, cats should be kept indoors at all times. Number 1, prevent ticks on your dog in the first place. No one wants to go through the process of removing a tick from their dog. Luckily, there are steps dog owners can take to help protect their pups from these disease-carrying pests. Protecting your dog with a tick preventive, such as a monthly spot-on treatment or flea and tick collar may help avoid this unpleasant process, both for you and your pet. Do let us know in the comments if this video helped you in removing ticks from your dog. Please subscribe to The Amazing Dogs. Thanks for watching.
I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts.